What's up, guys? Zeenigami here, and let's go through Chaos Difficulty Brownbeard Coliseum on the global version of One Piece Shore Cruise. Brownbeard is very good. Highly recommend farming him. Remember that there are other difficulties of Brownbeard too, so if you cannot beat him on his Chaos Difficulty, you can do it on the lower difficulties. It's just that they are... it's just a lower chance of getting him on those lower difficulties. So round 1 is gonna be versus Jin. Jin is a blue character. There are a lot of barriers on Jin's stage. It's just a bunch of guys with a lot of barriers. So we're gonna be using a 6-star Blackbeard friend captain with 5+ Luffy. You can use 6-star Blackbeard with a Dex team or whatever you like. But 6-star Blackbeard is all we care about, because that way we will ignore those barriers. After that, make sure you have a shooter, a striker, a slasher, and a fighter on your team, and you're good to go. And on to Jin. Jin does not have a preemptive attack, so keep that in mind. You won't get your character specials reduced because there is no actual preemptive attack. You can delay him though, so we're going to be using 5+ Luffy delay. Thousand Sunny and stuff does not matter. We're going to just be attacking characters. Let's see, you know what, I'll just let auto target take the wheel. Doesn't matter. If you have your specials ready, then you can use those on the first turn and burst down Jin and stuff. Below 50%, Jin will deal 15,000 damage and gain resilience buff for 7 turns. And after that, he'll start attacking for 15,000. Normally, Jin attacks for 11,000, so you want to take him down ASAP. Jin attacks for 8,000. The guys behind Jin, the bigger guys, also attack for like 11,000, so take those out. We're going to be using Double Finger just for her tight boost. And if I get some green orbs, I can use those too. Come on, give me some green orbs. No, nothing. Alright, fine. We'll take an attack from Jin. Just look for some orbs. You can also use Duval, but Duval do nothing because with Blackbeard you cannot reduce damage taken. Anything? 1 green. We can look for more again. We have enough health to take another hit if we need to. We're just not going to get him below 50% so he doesn't hit us harder. 2. Alright, we'll just pass and then we'll burst him down next turn. Attack, pew pew pew, and Doflamingo this turn. Green orbs on my harder hitting green dudes. That's right, Luffy. And there you go. If you stall long enough, you can also use Blackbeard's special to actually cut his health by 30%. Or use Doflamingo and Double Finger at the same turn to make easy work of Jin. Round 2 is gonna be versus Chopper. Chopper has 5.6 million hit points. He attacks every other turn, so we're gonna be using a Enel Marco team. You can also use Enel Cavendish. You can use double Enel. Both of those work great as well. But Enel Marco will give us a little bit more damage than a double Enel team does. Enel Cavendish will be the most damage, or like double Cavendish will be the most damage you can do. If you have Cavendish, you can use Cavendish special, but we're still going to be using Doflamingo and Enel specials on the first turn because that will give us more damage overall. Chopper, like we said, has 5.6 million hit points. He will attack every other turn for 7,500 damage, prevents debuffs to himself. We're going to be using Mihawk special right away, Enel special. We're going to be using Doflamingo special before Rob Lucci special. Very, very important to use Dofi before Rob Lucci because before Marco special. Because if you use Marco special first, you get a weaker orb boost. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that if you do that, you're going to have to hope to get good orbs on that second turn. Kizaru special will give us a combo boost as well, and we're going to end on... Who's stronger? Okay, Enel's actually strongest. Cool beans. Oh, poor Chopper. I'm sorry, Chopper. I'll end it soon. Oh, Chopper. This poor guy. If you get him below 50%, Chopper will boost his defense for 5 turns, and below 30%, Chopper will attack for 11,000 and will bind 1 random character. But just end Chopper's suffering. You don't want him to... Poor kid. If you're not confident in your burst, you can also just take that first turn to attack and then use specials the second turn and burst him down then. Just remember that you have to say, if you're using Enel, and Marco, you have to use Marco's left shoulder after Enel so you can heal back up to full. Round 3 is versus Elizabeth. Elizabeth only has 1.8 million hit points, but she will despair your friend Captain and silence your friend Captain for 3 turns. Despair for 99 turns, silence for 3 turns. So we're going to be using a double Raid Boss Blackbeard team. Remember, the only thing that matters with Raid Boss Blackbeard is we want our cooldowns to be our health to be as high as possible. Actually, going to use a different Blackbeard just so I can get a 1 turn cooldown more. Yeah, you instead. That way I get my level 1 cooldown reduction. Wapple and Kuma will give us all matching orbs and boost them just in case he's still alive. But we're going to be using specials, and we're going to be bringing Thatch specifically because he will reduce silence duration on our friend Captain for 3 turns, which is what we really care about. Elizabeth, 1.8 million hit points, will despair and silence our friend Captain, and whenever he does that, that means we'll have our health drop, and since our health drops, we'll be able to use the difference in our health in order to hurt her. So, Thatch... we'll get rid of that silence. The Mihawk special goes first. Then after that, Blackbeard. And our other Blackbeard. Then Wapple to empty our orbs. Kuma to give us matching orbs. And then now we just punch her. Below 50%, she'll attack for 6,000 damage, which will be about 12,000 since I have a Blackbeard Captain. And will continue to give us badly matching orbs and continue to silence and despair our friend Captain. Whoops, we missed. It's alright though, because even if you don't hit that, you can still take a few hits from her with your remaining health. And remember, you're only going to be taking double damage, not 4 times damage, because one of your Blackbeards are despaired. So you have weaker attack, but you'll still be able to take several attacks from her, take her down before she kills you. Round 4 is versus Machvise. Machvise has 5.1 million hit points. He will paralyze you every 3 turns. So you can either use a paralysis reducer or delay him, because he will not paralyze you while delayed. We're going to be using a Dex Mihawk, Int Mihawk Slasher team. You will be the Int Mihawk friend. Duval will help us take damage for 1 turn. You can also use another Cerebral Slasher instead of Duval if you're using Momonga as your type booster, or you can bring someone like 3-Day 2 Zoro, who is an even better slasher booster. Now, if only we had some kind of Psy type slasher type booster, wouldn't that be cool? If there were a Psy slasher that was also a slasher type booster, that'd be pretty nifty. And Machvise has 5.1 million hit points. He attacks for 15,000 damage every 3 turns. He'll deal 1,000 damage if you have to paralyze those same 3 characters every time. It's always your captain, your middle left, and your bottom right hand characters. Mihawk special right away. We're only going to be avoiding hits below 20%. And these first 5 turns, we're just going to be hitting him as best we can. Remember that paralysis just means you have a chance of not attacking, so you still get to do some decent damage. Trying to get him as low as we can. With this team, our burst should be able to deal about if we have all matching orbs, we'll be able to deal about 1.5 million damage. And then we'll have Int Mihawk special after that. This turn, use Duval, cut his health by 20% and also reduces our damage taken. Don't stop zapping me. Well, stop zapping me. Don't stop zapping me. That's right. He attacks. Pow. Pow pow. Reduced by Duval. Thank you, Duval. We can also take another hit here if we wanted to, since I have enough health for it. Whether or not you have enough health to take another hit is going to depend on the level of your characters. So we can't take a hit and then we can use Golden Pond Usopp, which I guess I can. But we can use Golden Pond Usopp next turn also. Zap, zap. How annoying. So here you can use Golden Pond Usopp this turn if you don't have enough health to take a hit. Yeah, get below 20%. Ow. Or get close to 20%. Don't get below 20% yet. And after the attack, that's when we're using Golden Pond Usopp to give us 6 turns. So now he won't paralyze on that 3rd turn. And after that paralysis wears off, gonna be using our matching orbs to burst him down. Zap, 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 zap. Below 20%, the reason we're avoiding that below 20% is once you get him below 20%, he will deal 100,000 damage with his attack. Which is not something you want to do, take 100,000 damage. Stop zapping me, please. I'm not saying it's annoying, but I am saying it's pretty annoying. Alright, so we can burst him down this turn or next turn. We have no matching orbs here, so we're going to pass the turn. At this point, we can get him down as low as we can. No need to worry about that 20% anymore. Come on, give me 1 yellow. Ooh. That's a bit of a shame. That's not what I'm looking for. Alright, well, no Psy Orb for Momonga. That's a darn shame. Hit him hard this turn. That's only 800,000. You should be able to do over 1 million there. Well, that's the orbs I'm looking for. This would have been perfect for last turn. But at least we got lucky with our orbs this turn and get to take him down. 2 turns for 1 yellow orb didn't get him. It's okay. We got him on that 3rd turn. That's Machvise. Next round is Gumby versus Brownbeard. Brownbeard is actually a pretty difficult fight considering he's not a Chaos only character. Once again, if you cannot beat his Chaos difficulty stage, you can always do one of the lower ones and hope that he drops from there. He's just not going to be a guaranteed drop. On stage 4, Machvise, I know it says round 4 over there, just ignore that, I forgot to change it. On stage 4, Machvise, he has only 2.5 million health this time, attacks for 13,000, and will only paralyze for 1 turn instead of doing a 3-turn paralysis. So you don't need to bring a paralysis remover, you can just damage him during the turns when he's not paralyzing you. Now, if you have enough health, that's if you basically didn't take damage on the first few stages of stalling. I accidentally took some damage, which isn't ideal. You can take at least 2 hits from Machvise, which means you can kill him on turns 7 through 9. 7, 8, and 9 you can kill him, take 2 attacks from him. But if you don't have enough health, I'm going to be using Daz Bones for that. Daz Bones is also going to be a cerebral character to get boosted by our Momonga later on. So if you have a better type booster, if you have a 3-day 2-year Zoro or a Koza, you can use one of them instead of Daz Bones. Just use a damage calculator to see which character will give you more damage, or you can use one of them instead of the Momonga. Because later on we're going to be bursting down Brownbeard at least for most of his health on the 1st turn and using Into Mihawk to finish him off on the 2nd turn. But here I'm going to have to use Daz Bones in order to take a hit. We're gonna barely survive. Once again, if you have enough health, you can just take 2 hits in a row. You see that if I had full health, I'd be able to take 2 hits, or if I had a higher heal per turn, I'd be able to heal up some more to actually take some hits. We're just going to be avoiding his 20% for the first 3 attacks, because below 20% he's going to attack for 100,000 and paralyze for 99 turns, and after that we're going to kill him on these last 3 turns here. Which, even with paralysis, we should be able to do it. Just try to save your matching orbs if you have those, or you can gamble for it. I think I'm going to gamble here. Yeah, gambles always pay off, right? Always good. Just make sure you avoid that below 20%. We're going to be saving most important. We're going to need all of our specials for the Brownbeard. We can't use our Int Mihawk and specials. If you use your Croc special here, that's potentially okay. It's just Croc you won't be able to use him to manipulate your orbs on Brownbeard. You can also try to save orbs here before you get into Brownbeard to look for some purple orbs if possible. Now, Brownbeard has 3.55 million hit points. He attacks every 2 turns for 7,100 damage. He has 15,000 defense. And he will have a 9-turn resilience resilience buff, so you basically can't kill him with regular attacks. So I'm using Int Mihawk special first, and if you use Croc special and don't get good orbs, you're gonna have to reset until you get some better orbs. So here we reset. I got 3 purple orbs and a yellow orb, which is all I need. Remember, you can use a damage calculator in the database. Damage calculator in the database in the video description in order to test your damage to see how much damage you're going to do. And as long as your Int Mihawk special kills him, that's what's important. Remember that we don't have a second turn to attack, because if we kill him with our attacks, he's still going to survive unless you have end of turn damage somehow, or some kind of special to finish him off. Move the orb to the right place, hit your perfects, and you're good to go. If you get him below 50%, he just does his attack, and he'll also attack you based on how much health he has. So the lower his health, the more damage he does. Brownbeard is a size slasher powerhouse character. He has 1,000 attack when maxed out and 2,500 health when maxed out. His captain ability isn't super useful. Boosts the attack and slashes by 1.5 and their health by 2 times, but his special is where he really is good. His special gives himself a Psi Orb, deals several times of attack and Psi damage to one enemy, and boosts the attack of slashes by 1.5 times for 1 turn. So a free-to-play 1.5 times slasher attack booster is really nice, at least until we get access to friend 6-star Zoro, which is a much easier Psi type booster to get to. 1.5 times slasher attack, very nice. Giving yourself a matching orb, very nice. And on a 16-turn cooldown. The hardest part about Brownbeard is just farming him. Guys, I'm Zeenigami. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay beautiful.